Yes.
Yes.
What that big down?
Wet it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This is Pipedream on the Comeypipe Radio Network, the potentially most interactive comedy radio show on the planet. We're going to let that dick down. There you go. My friends call me 3D. Please stay tuned for the next hour. You can join us at comedypipe.com. Watch the YouTube feed live. And yes, Jefferson, I did hit the play button, I think. Awesome. Yes, it is working. I was going to get a czar going. Maybe I'll do that when I have a break.
I forgot to ask you all about it.
It's all good. I had everything planned out today.
You're the man.
There's not going to be any technology failures.
Fucking awesome.
I'm going to jinx myself right off the bat.
My headphones sound great.
I went around to everybody's microphone, everybody's headphones, and I tried to level everything out today because it's been a freaking mess.
I did a Jewish prayer.
You did a Jewish prayer.
Yeah, I put my yarmulke on.
Is there another kind?
No, there's not.
Aunt Teresa did
Only
a Jewish prayer.
I did.
Oh, I thought you were going to recite the prayer.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Just cough it up already.
Thank you. Joe Green, what was the translation on that?
I hope shit goes well.
There you go. That's all I needed to hear. That's completely all I needed to hear. But this is show 147. Woo! It is August 26, 2015. This show brought to you by Revolution Vapor. 72 plus flavors of gourmet premium e-juice. Go get some at revolutionvapor.com. Now, before we even get any further in the show, I just want to take a moment and thank our good friend Ethan Ullman for being so good to Comeypipe during his 5 out of 7 years on the air with Alternative Sleeping. That was on the WCDB 90.9 FM radio, SUNY Albany.
Thank you, sir.
And Comeypipe for 5 out of 7 of those years. Ethan Ullman, you're a pillar of the community.
You're doing God's work.
You're doing God's work.
You're a mensch, Ethan. You're a mensch.
You're a mensch.
What the fuck does that mean?
Look it up.
Yeah,
I don't have a Jewish dictionary.
Oh, Jefferson.
Nobody does. It's called a Torah.
Poor Jefferson.
I don't have one of those either.
So I just like to thank Ethan for all of his dedicated work and thank him for this little gem that he was cool enough to share with.
It means he's a helpful guy.
Yep.
He's a good dude.
He had a very special guest on his last show. Dr. Demento. Anybody that has been listening to comedy radio,
Dead puppies aren't much fun.
Dr. Demento is iconic comedy on the radio. And to get him for his final interview was an amazing feat in itself. But what he did for us is even better. And I'm just going to play this.
And you're listening to Comedypipe Radio.
Screw it up.
Hi, this is Dr. Demento, and you're listening to Comedypipe Radio.
I like.
Don't forget to stay demented.
Dr. Demento gave Comeypipe some love.
That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty freaking awesome. It is.
Got to work that into the opening somehow.
That's I just got him. I'm going to throw him into rotation.
Nice.
And it's going to be awesome.
Badass.
Dr. D.
Put a Dr. Dre beat in the background.
There
I
you
wonder
go.
if there's any outtakes.
Who was that?
Who was that? That was our guest this week, Mista Sean Reid, DJ250 in the house.
How's everybody doing this beautiful evening?
It is good to see you, man.
And beautiful Schenectady, New
Beautiful
York.
Schenectady.
Woo wee!
No ghetto going around.
Shit
No
next
ghetto
to
happening.
Did you see the fight in the paper this morning?
The fight in the
The
paper.
fight in the paper. There was women fighting over child custody down on J Street, ripping each other's clothes off.
What a lucky kid.
Did the
I
one
hope
woman
those
hit the
ain't my
other
baby
woman?
mothers.
Did the one woman hit the other woman with a dog?
No.
Because that video, I got to find that video. We got to watch that live on the show. The more and more I thought
I feel
about
bad
that.
for the dog though.
It was a black woman with a dog, younger woman, sub 30. I'm just trying to give a description here. Younger.
I think it was like a Boston Terrier kind of dog.
But well, not the dog, the woman. Anyway, but the dog was tiny. No, the dog kind of looked like a pug to me.
Okay.
Like it was kind of
That
small
size, that
and
size.
puggish.
Okay.
And they start, kind of getting into it, and the woman actually tightens up the leash and swings the motherfucking dog
like a mace
and hits her with it, and then continues to like carry the dog away like it's on a noose. like, what the fuck is going on?
She knocked them both out, apparently.
It was.
This is me looking for a new job in another state and getting the F out of here.
I think it was in another state that happened. That wasn't the Schenectady fight. We don't have fights that awesome.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we
I was
do.
about to run for the hills.
Yeah, we do.
So Sean Reid is here, DJ250. I'm going to read the bio word for word. I'm going to try to. I should crack this beverage right now and get my palate a little
There you go.
You have a bio?
moist.
Move it up.
Got a bio. We're legit.
I didn't write this shit.
DJ250.
I copied and pasted. The research team
We
copied.
go into the A-ring on people.
There we go.
Mhm.
DJ250 has been in the game for over 20 years. He's organized open mic showcases since 1999, crossing paths with over 200 artists, producing tracks for artists such as Fred the Godson, Black Prod Foundation, and many more. So many artists have performed at his showcase, for Immortal Techniques to Ambassador Rick before their commercial success. DJ250 now DJs on 88.3 with Lady Kiss and continues to support local artists, as well as he has the 250 Entertainment.
You're a busy man.
And
250
Team 250.
No, that's what I was like. I knew I said 250. I was like, there's something before Team 250. I said, no, I didn't read.
That's one of the
Team
most important.
250. That is the most important. That's about the kids, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
And
the
you
kids.
have kids. How do you find enough time in the day? When do you sleep?
I don't sleep much. I make kids. I mean, it's no time to sleep. No time to sleep. Nah, a lot of my kids are a lot older now. I'm gonna be 40 in December, so my daughter's birthday actually is today. Happy birthday, Naomi.
Happy birthday, Naomi.
Happy birthday, Naomi.
We got a chance to stop at Soulicious.
Soulicious.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Soulicious
Yeah,
is
you didn't think White
popping.
Boy was gonna be like Soulicious?
Oh no, I know you knew. It's
Oh.
it's a couple of blocks away. I know you do.
I found them at a farmer's market. Not
Oh
far
yeah,
from where they are now.
yeah.
Found them there. I'm like, this peanut soup is fantastic.
Yeah, shout to Monica. She started at the
Monica.
farmers market.
Monica. Got it.
Yeah, she started at I know where the food is at. She started at farmers market, and then she opened up a store, so she's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I've been following Monica for years.
Stalker.
Monica. Wow, that is some good stuff right there. So Team 250 helps kids. Is
We try.
Yeah, is the bottom line. You try to fancy up the words and make it more than what the goal is, but from what
I mean,
team saw.
Nah, Team
Kids.
250 is like I started like close to 10 years ago. We started doing events for kids, and it's kind of like a sports program. Everything is grassroots, so we just I'm a kid from the Bronx back in the day. We used to just go outside, and too many kids home playing video games, so we wanted to get them out playing baseball, football, a little bit of athletics, so they wouldn't be sitting home getting husky, playing games all day. So that's why I got started. Then I became a teacher assistant, which is a beautiful career.
Now, kids give you shit.
Yeah, a little bit. They got jokes.
They got jokes.
They got jokes.
They got donuts. That's what they got. They got motherfucking donuts.
Oh yeah, you really be on that Facebook heavy.
They milked you for donuts, dude.
Nah, what was so funny about it is because, like I said, growing up in the Bronx when we were kids, it was one of those things, like it was always guys in the neighborhood that always took care of the kids. They always gave us stuff. So the lady wasn't really, this was yesterday, the lady wasn't paying attention, and she was so small. You got kids, they got basketballs, they got football uniforms on. So 10 of them walked to the door, walked out eating donuts. She was like, who's gonna pay for those? And they all said, Mr. Reid. Yo, it was classic funny.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, but like I said, I really love this community. I mean, I came up from the Bronx. I still do stuff out there when I can. And a lot of parents need to step up. Not just parents, but just people in the community. Like I said, everybody's kind of into what they doing, and we all need to help out a little more. I do the Santa Claus at Christmas time, and
I was
all
going to
of
say,
that.
you have an alter ego. You turn into Santa.
Nah, I mean, I had a good time last year. I finally got my suit. I finally got something that fit. And what was crazy is I had a car accident. My car was totaled like 2 days before. Yeah, it was like the day after my birthday. I had a real good time. We went out to Bourbon Street. Next day, 1:00 in the morning, I come outside. My new van had it 4 months.
Yeah,
New van
How
total.
did that even happen?
I live on.
I would change the
like the
story
picture.
from van to my Corvette.
Well, like the picture is just
My Lamborghini got smashed up.
But the picture is like two cars, like the passenger and then the driver's side one just kind of mushed together. At
No,
the front
he smashed up 5 cars and kept going. He was a little
Was he
saucy.
caught?
Yeah.
I got video
Oh my
on my cameras
gosh.
right outside of someone doing 30, not
He-
breaking it all,
yeah.
and smashing the back of 3 cars.
Yeah, so it was one of those. It was a bad experience, but then it kind of it was a bad. There's no way you could really put it.
Had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Where did you debut your Santa last year?
I went to people's houses. I planned on going. I just
You really did.
I just showed.
You really got into the role.
If you check my Instagram, like I showed up at people's houses that I didn't even tell I was coming. They're like, "Who's that?" Like,
That's
open the
exactly
door,
what I was
Santa.
Did anybody pull a gun on you?
Nah. Not Santa Claus. Not at Christmas time.
No.
Really?
If I came out in a suit right now, they'll probably.
Yeah,
But,
right.
but
The August Santa caper.
nah. I need a short set or something. I ain't doing Santa.
I'd be like, hey, it's Christmas. I'm Santa. Yeah, I'm the rabbi.
Yeah.
And I
All right,
went
I'll go
through.
next door.
And I went through the hoods too, so people was real skeptic. I'm like, yo, it's $250. Just open the door. It's like, oh,
Yeah, you gotta pull your beard up over your head. Hello.
yeah.
You knew them. You just didn't announce you were coming.
Yeah, it was like I said. I know it's a comedy show. It was kind of like I said, it was kind of depressing because I didn't even. So that means I didn't even have a sleigh.
Yeah.
But my whole living room was filled with toys. So I was like, let me just bag this stuff up, go to people's cribs, and try to still have the Christmas
So
spirit.
you're like the mayor of your community.
Somewhat. The funny thing was I spoke to one of the former mayors about running because people always say, yo, you should run for mayor. I was gonna do it, but I would rather stay in the schools because it's like more like being amongst the people. Being a mayor is like people start slinging mud at you, and it's a lot. Like a friend of mine is actually running for mayor, and they, it seems like a lot to really deal with. So I wait till my students become adults, and then I'll run for mayor.
What's your boy's
There
name?
you go.
Huh?
What's your boy's name?
Chris Gibbs.
Chris Gibbs. No, not who I was thinking of.
He's one of the like it's a little crazy. Like I hear
See,
kind of
I thought it was William Rogers,
one of my best
one of
friends.
your best friends, because he definitely thinks.
You're the black mayor of Schenectady.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. We've been best friends since I moved upstate, like for the past 15 years.
Black Mayor Schenectady.
We've never had one. We haven't had one.
No, I don't.
He was calling me
I've been
Black
living here that
Santa. Yeah. Oh, you be. Yeah. I do some research up here.
We have a whole team.
That's years ago, man. Years ago. So
Yeah.
that goes back.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah, we still best friends till this day.
Good.
I'm not one of them friends like like if I don't speak to a person for long amounts of time, like it's always still. It's not like I don't remember you, or
Yeah.
if I don't see you in 5-10 years.
When somebody does something to sever that relationship,
I've
then
never really.
they're just cut off completely.
I don't really sever a relationship. Well, female really, yeah.
No,
those
that's
those
different.
that
We're
those are
talking-
horrible.
we're talking
Yeah, that's
boys.
a whole
We're talking
different.
about a
The
boy.
boy.
What's
My
a
bro.
boy?
My bro. Yeah, bro.
The
It's your
bro.
bro.
We're friends.
Gotcha.
Come on,
Your
Jason,
friend,
keep
not
up.
your. I know.
We used to
Seriously,
go out and chase
like,
dogs.
I
don't
was
talk
an
about
only
Edward.
child. I had no brothers.
We're not talking about brothers. My brother's a fucking asshole. I'm talking about the brothers I like. My
Yeah.
friends, my
Your
brothers.
friends. And those relationships usually end worse than female relationships because with males, it's like it's nothing sexual. Like that's supposed to be your boy.
Yeah.
So if that goes sour, it's like
It's not sexual, but you're always trying to help your buddy get laid.
The only time it turns sexual is when you're like referring to him as Monica.
Wingman.
Yeah, you're Monica. You're Monica. It's the only way I can get away with that right now. Monica. Jesus Christ.
Will you be my Val Kilmer?
What the hell does that even
I'm
mean?
like,
From Top Gun, dumbass. From Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
no, I
and
was gonna say,
Val
I'm like, all right,
Kilmer.
That's the real dude.
what
The
movie?
bro hug.
Yeah, that is.
What movie?
Yeah. I have no idea what you're
Because if you said Batman, we're gonna have problems.
Top
Just-
Gun.
I was just watching the old Batman, the first movie.
Yeah, Keaton.
From six. No. Adam West.
Oh, there was a Batman movie.
It was a
yes.
bat. You
Yeah.
never seen
no,
it?
I know,
So is
it's
it
been a long
movie?
time ago,
Remember
yeah.
when they were in the helicopter and he said, "Pull out the bat shark repellent"?
Yeah. Yo, it was like a foam shark. Yo, me and my boy was.
and he's like, "Octopus repellent." You know,
everything they
repellent, and it
had.
was like,
That
and
is
then it was shark repellent. They had different repellents.
the fact that
It
you
was all
brought that up.
Aquanet.
We were in Troy Sunday at 8 a.m. at a children's consignment sale, and they had the giant bin of DVDs that nobody fucking wanted. And sealed,
I would have bought all of it.
Sealed was that movie.
You know what's
I actually
funny?
took it out,
That's a great movie.
showed it to my son because occasionally we'll catch it on cable.
Yeah.
And he sits and watches it and likes it, and so I showed it to him just to kind of placate,
Yeah.
distract him for 3 seconds there before he went and did something else.
Yeah.
But that's weird that
I
movie-
found it
that
in
movie.
Connecticut. I just went to Connecticut last week, and I like to go to these like garage sales, and I like to go to the I'm a hoarder for the most part. I just like to buy all type of stuff and just collect whatever. But anyway, I saw that
Any Knight
DVD.
Rider stuff.
I got the season 1. It's like 22 hours of
How about
just
Transformer movie?
I hear wedding bells.
I have Thundercats, I have
Oh.
Smurfs,
The
I have
proper answer was ho.
Ho.
Now this is gonna sound crazy, but I even got the Punky Brewster box set.
Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
God, I loved
Back when her
Punky.
boobs were getting huge.
Soleil wanna fuck you, moon fry.
She was my hero when I was a little girl. I wanted
Maybe
to be
the
Punky
world
Brewster.
is blind.
All right, so what?
Or just a little one kind.
He recently watched it.
Oh no!
We have to have a Punky marathon.
You already know. Let's do it.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
singing and I can hear the fucking song.
Yeah.
You.
So
It's like
what was your favorite show from that era, from the 80s?
It's
The old guy had no idea what to do.
y'all remember the Punky
You
Brewster
just
cartoon
ruined it.
too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really like my favorite movie is Do the Right Thing, but I watch a lot of 70s flicks. I love everything from the 70s. Claudine, a lot of the blaxploitation flicks. A lot of them are a little crazy,
Sure.
but the music is so well put together.
We segued into movies, and this is your great segue. So I gotta know, is Columbiana still popping?
You
Is that
talking about
still
the movie
is
from
that
a few
still
years ago?
Yes. Is that still a popping movie?
It was hot because for one, she's hot, and also like she's jumping off of all types of. Nah, that movie is hot.
All
That
right,
movie is
so
hot.
It's after
It's still
4
there.
years. It's still
It's
popping.
still hot. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
thought it was popping in 2011.
I'm an old school
Had to-
fan. Like if I like something, I'll watch it over and over for the most part.
How many times have you seen Columbiana?
You sound like you really love that movie. I want to say 2 or 3 times.
I haven't never seen that movie. Never.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
Never.
No, my
I'm aware
mute.
of it pretty much because of the hot chick on the cover.
Yeah. No, it's
I
actually
I
a
have to
really
look
good
this
movie.
Columbiana
Yeah,
up.
It's a good movie. She plays like a
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'll-
And
I'll-
Teresa's
I'll
gonna
do it
internet it.
you know
I'm
it's
gonna
a
use the AOL dial-up.
you know it's another movie that's pretty good like that. Illegal Tender.
I haven't seen that one.
Illegal Tender is really good.
I don't know that one either.
It's I'm telling you, my
Sound
movie
music.
There you go,
movie
Travis.
collection is
Columbiana.
crazy.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. Not too shabby, right?
No, not at all. She's in that movie, The Losers. I love that shit.
Her name is Zoe something, right?
Zoe Saldana.
You know she was one of the avatars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I totally JO'd to her when she
Yeah.
was blue.
Oh my god.
Yep. There
Excuse
you
me
go.
a minute. I'm gonna go JO right now.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that up on the screen, and you can have your JO fantasies.
Beautiful.
All we're doing, listeners, is
Is that a season?
googling Columbiana.
Oh, that's a gun.
It's-
Maybe the world is blind. Once it's stuck in your head, it's hard
Sing
to.
it.
It's hard.
Sing it. So you've been a hall monitor for at least 3 years now.
Now I'm a teacher assistant.
Now you're a TA.
Yes.
Who's up?
Yes. No. I never was a hall monitor. We don't have budget for a hall monitor.
December
Where's this
11th,
Really?
2012.
I thought it was just volunteer asshole.
December what?
December 11th, 2012. Who would you hire this guy as a hall monitor?
I said that?
December 11th, 2012.
No, I never was a hall monitor.
December 11th.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
2012,
Scrooge, right?
2012. The internet doesn't lie.
I think I you know what I think it
The
was?
research team is almost never wrong.
I think I was about to go for an interview for a hall monitor, but I ended up getting the job as an assistant because once you take the test and everything, whatever positions come up, yeah, I probably wouldn't have did it because it was for one of the like high schools or whatever. I don't want to work there.
Gotcha.
The
No
kids.
hall monitor. TA.
Nah, TA.
TA. Smacking bad kids around.
Can you yell no running? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to take that job, you're gonna have to say the same thing 600 times a day.
Stop,
Get down.
don't.
Stop. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't
Our
say
hall
that.
monitor
it's
was
like-
great though.
Our hall
Fucking
monitor
Harry,
Harry
man.
was.
That's
yeah.
why they don't give you.
Nah, they
Me
look.
and this guy, we go back many, many years. Yeah, Harry. It was a different time. I mean, you got
The kids love me,
only
like-
a couple years on me, and he's only a couple years. So
Yeah.
but we all had the same. We had the same hall monitor, and I don't know if it was a different time, but he'd be smoking with the kids.
Dude, he fell out of a tree and broke his arm because he was smoking weed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm in an elementary school, so
Okay. a little
that was.
different. Well, I don't know these days if it's a little different.
I
but-
mean, it's one of those things like you have to be able to be effective. You have to speak the same language.
Yeah.
He spoke the
That's.
language.
back of my fucking hand.
I mean, but you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're from a different place, it's hard to really identify with what a person's struggles are.
Yeah.
And kids go through a lot in today's time, especially the area, the fighting, the bullying,
Yeah,
all of
no,
that stuff.
definitely
So you have
ramped
to-
up a little.
hard
We
to
had
learn.
fights and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But
these
we
days.
didn't have to see it later online.
Yeah.
when we got home.
Yeah.
Just went home and cried. No,
It was
that was
time
it.
after
Yeah.
school was over.
Yeah, I mean, we all grew
You're
up
on
in
the
a
phone going, he's lying.
Yeah.
That's not what happened at all. There's no Facebook.
yeah. So
Many
that
phone calls.
now they have the proof of exactly
Yeah,
what happened,
uh-huh.
and I mean, that's why I said
I kicked his ass. No, you didn't.
Yeah. and then they got 20,000 likes on
Yeah.
Facebook. So it's a way different era.
Yeah.
So to be an adult now, it's like you have to kind of try to understand the struggles that they're going through as kids. So I love what I do.
Social media has changed everything.
Yeah.
Changed everything.
Really?
I mean, we had
Yeah.
computers, we had email and
I don't
stuff,
think
but now
it's just we've always acted like this. Now we just see it more. That's all.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
Well, now we
anything.
know what everybody else
See,
is doing. And
We've always
thinking,
done this.
And
The
the difference-
cops,
well, the
cops
difference-
have been doing this the whole time.
besides the telephone, once you left school, the bullying stopped. Yeah, they could call your house, but you didn't have email. You have Facebook or any type of social media.
Now the bullying on my block didn't stop. I mean,
Well,
No,
they
It
were
was-
coming to your house.
it was
you know.
different. Like they're in front of like in the Bronx is different because you live in buildings.
Yeah.
So
okay,
it's not
yeah.
like out
Suburbia,
here. Yeah, it's way
completely separated.
Knock,
from
knock,
Yeah.
knock. Facebook is here.
Yeah. Well, I lived on dead end streets, and once I got to a certain spot,
yeah.
that's where it kind of stopped for me. I didn't have a terrible bad high school, middle school, elementary. experience.
everybody gets fucked.
It was, it wasn't great. I had my share,
Yeah.
but it was one of those things. As soon as I got off the bus,
You was
I was
good.
clear because no one was going to come down to the dead end. like that's 3 dead ends you got to walk almost to. And, I was buried
Yeah.
back. So
We had German Shepherds.
yeah,
Nobody
do
was
it.
nobody was showing up.
they
They were nice. Yeah.
were nice.
They were.
Only bite your balls.
Only if I told them to.
Yeah. I think that's the best walking I've ever done. It still sucked. It still sucked.
It's work.
It's I'm not even gonna try anymore.
He has all this information on the paper, like when you get arrested.
Yeah. I got
It's
you
like,
wrapped.
where was you at
I got
6:45?
you
you
wrapped.
know your whole story.
The research team doesn't fuck around.
They don't fuck around.
Like you said, they're almost always right.
And you feel the inspiration in the track. 1, 2.
There you go.
Sean Reid on
DJ250.
mic 1, my man Willie D
What?
on mic 2.
Wetting
Big
that
shout to
dick
my man
down.
Deborah Summer Repeat. Shout to my man Wags, my man Cha Ball. Shout to the whole league. Ooh. Let's do
Shot
it.
this last summer.
I see that
I
guy
never
at
let you take my
Mohawk.
shine.
We got one. We got one. Wait for how many people you recognize. Played right into this.
I never let you take my shine.
Too much pride. Sean Reid, Willie Dean, and the Bar Son.
Ever since I was a youth, I was meant to stand out. Grind hard till I get what I want, no handout. Not upset cause I chose that route, then let's try. And the ball always in my court, I got hands. From the Bronx where we used to make something from nothing. Junkyard state of mind, about to come up with something. Mom's crib was the lab, used to beat on the tape. Press record.
This is your Gangster Durance show, Jefferson.
Willie Dean is he rhymes after me, yeah. Yeah.
He kicked my ass so many times in basketball.
All right. Okay, we're gonna pause that right there. That's perfect right there. That were segues that I don't even plan.
Self.
Willie Dean. Oh my God! If you just watched that on YouTube, that is fantastic. If you didn't, my wife crawling on the ground. That was.
I thought it was Colombiana. I thought it was Colombiana.
My wife Colombiana sneaking on up.
How you doing today?
Taking some pictures for the show. We got so many munchies in front of you. It's not even cool for the picture. Try to not get the munchies. What's up?
No, leave him. I'm gonna eat him later.
We gotta get a good picture. Munching.
She got the discount on the chips.
Tostitos.
She went to a couple of different stores to make sure she got the discounted chips.
Sean Reid got the Jew treatment for his ride.
Yo, that was crazy. I'm tight with bread, but I was like, I said that was crazy.
That was some working girl.
Yo, she tried to work this young girl like, yo, you need that. You're supposed to give it to me at this price. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
well,
I need
that system.
You need to come with me clothes shopping for my kids next week.
Well, this is what happened.
Leave with all kinds of free shit.
Well,
I gave her free shit just to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the store and they didn't have the Stewart's brand. They only had the Tostitos brand. They were going to charge me $4.29 for a bag of chips I could get for $2. And
no, you couldn't.
Yes, 30 years ago.
There for $2. And so I asked her, I said, could you give me the Stewart's price for the Tostitos bag? I don't want to pay $4.29.
You're not going to get anything if you don't ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
So she said,
it's
no,
2015
I can't do that.
though.
It's going to screw up all of our inventory. I said, fine, I don't want the chips. So I took Sean. We went next door to the real Stewart's. They were out of the Stewart's.
She almost made us late.
I did not. I was very aware of time. So they
Well, Sean was thinking we're like 4 more miles up the road when we're across
Oh,
the
yeah.
street.
She turned the
were out of
corner.
the Stewart's chips. I said, I can't believe this. I'm not paying $4.29 for a bag of Tostitos.
And they're like, Jew.
That's insane. So I asked the manager, I said, could you give me this bag?
You can see them thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there on your shoulder.
Like, I see that fucking star.
So I asked him, I said, could you give me this bag of Tostitos for the $2 Stewart's price? He said, all right. And he did it.
What a guy.
He was a good guy.
He just wanted you out of there.
Yeah.
So I got this for $2.
Take your chips, crazy lady. And I will try some hummus later.
My grandmother had early onset. Just give her the fucking chips
Yeah.
and get her out of
And it was so funny, and she didn't mean to be funny. Like she had this serious look on her face. It's like, lady, I just started like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
It looked like the girl just started. Like she just got the job 20 minutes. She just sort of videoed the tape.
Traumatizing people. She does.
Shitty orientation.
Yo,
get chips at a discount.
You know what's the funniest shit to me? When you go to like McDonald's or you go to Stewart's and you see them with that, like when they do the application, why should we hire you? Like
this is fucking McDonald's. They can ask that now. They're paying $15 an hour.
Where else would you like me to apply to, fuckhead? McDonald's, Burger King.
But management is always so serious. That's the funny shit.
Yeah.
Like, so what's your background? Yo, can I get this fucking job so I can get this shit rolling?
Graduated with me, asshole. You know my background.
You asked, what's your background? Well, I started working here 9 years ago, and I just became manager. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I ever made management. I'm a shitty worker. I'm a slacker. I'm not into physical labor. I couldn't work at Golem or none of that shit.
See, Golub, they got machines. You're just riding around in a forklift.
Nah, that shit sound boring.
Sounds boring.
Yes, it does.
Right, what else we got?
Oh yeah, he didn't tell us about how he got scraped by Willie D. We didn't hear the whole story.
Yeah. Jeez, how do we?
Dude, because I wasn't good enough to make the high school basketball team. I had to play CYO, but Willie was always on the St. John's team.
Yeah.
I played him like every year for 4 years, and him by himself would score like 50 points. Just kick the shit out of everybody. It was amazing. I swear to God, I seen him dunk from the half court line.
Can we call Willie right now? Can we get
It
him
was
on the
amazing.
phone?
Like he wouldn't.
You want to call him?
I was so shitty at basketball. He
What kind of
wouldn't
phone
even
you got?
remember that.
I bet you he would
Apple
remember. He'd
or
be like,
I
oh,
could-
yeah,
I got a regular. I got a Boost phone.
Oh, you got minutes done?
I got unlimited.
Unlimited. All right. Well, yeah. Let me see what kind of phone it is. If it's the right kind of
Oh,
phone,
no. I can't get him now. I spoke to him yesterday. Today's not a good day.
Not a good day.
There was this one.
He's with his 9 kids.
I was about to make a fail joke.
There was
Well,
this,
yeah, I didn't want to go that far. That's the first thing that went to mind.
Yeah, leave it
but-
to me to be the
yeah.
asshole.
I want the kids around instead of the jail joke.
There was this one.
I don't know
where
about what.
a kid was about to take a shot, and I was like, "Here we go. He was going to get one." Nope. Willie
Yep.
Dean just came flying. Out of nowhere, and the ball went the other way.
Is that Willie?
Yeah, that's him right there.
That's Willie. There's your
Yeah,
boy.
that's him right there.
I
He whooped
I
your
remember
ass.
He played for Purdue for a while.
He looked just like
Yeah.
that in high school.
Yeah, we shot this last summer.
He was so fucking good. Oh, it was great.
So don't play.
Before we go, y'all gotta see the rest of it because a lot of people from the area had never heard him rhyme, and he's nice.
Yeah. No, yeah.
This is like the first.
He-
This is the first song that he's been on, and like I say, he's in the ball. A lot of people don't know that he actually rhymes.
You got to get Wishbone in one of the videos. Have you seen? He's a homeless guy. He's so.
I thought you were talking about the guy from Bone.
Will actually put the guy from with Mohawk.
Mhm.
Will
Yeah.
said when he listened to the beat, he said it sounded like that guy should be in the video. So we actually had to roll up on him, like, yo, we shooting a
How
video.
much you give him?
Will gave
Here's
him
the question.
10.
How much you give
I
him?
think Will gave him 10, but I would have gave him like 2 to 5. If she would have booked him,
You got 50
she'd
cents.
have gave him 2 chips out this bag.
No, she'd be like, walk up, yo, you go see him. His name is DJ250. That's all you're getting.
How much you would have gave him?
What was the going price?
The guy that's in the video, you had
homeless guy
the
that
homeless
was
guy.
on
You
the
had to
side.
offer him something. How much you would have paid him?
Do I get to know how much you paid him, or
Right.
No, we're gonna tell you how much we paid him, but
so it's an arbitrary number. What was your budget to work with?
What would
No,
you?
you have to seriously answer the
What
motherfucker.
would
There
you-
has to be a
Where's the
budget.
This is
decimal?
like
It's
asking
not-
my wife a yes or no question. I get
No.
10
There
minutes.
no,
has
it's
to be a budget.
it's not a budget. It's when you approach someone, you ask them, you say, hey, listen, we're shooting a video. We would like you to be in the video. Here's a couple of dollars. Can you be in the video?
And he's homeless. How long was he in the video?
No, he made paper. He's
He
on
made
Mo.
60 motherfucking grand last year standing on the corner of Mohawk Commons.
Get the fuck
He said
out of
that?
here.
No, it's documented.
Yeah, he
The
makes
fuck?
bread. He makes look.
Documented.
This is what
Tax-free.
this is what you have to remember. When people are driving past you, they feel sorry for you, and not just that. People know him.
I don't have that problem.
So check it when we
know him.
when we
Never
came
seen
out
him.
there-
I know that guy.
when we came out there, they was making sure everything was all right. Like people that was driving past, because that's where he's at.
Right.
So they were like, making sure it was no problem, because when I'm around, they kind of look like, he's kind of big. They can trying to take his money or whatever. But since we were shooting the video,
Work with kids, damn it.
people were actually, like I said, pulling over just to make sure he didn't have no issues because they give him money.
Right.
Now you
60
gotta
grand.
now what you gotta remember is when you have a regular job, you get paid by the hour. When people are driving up, if you have 5 cars and each car give you $1, that was only 5 or 10 seconds, and people are driving in and out of there all day.
He used
So-
to be over by Colony Center. I used
Yep.
to see him when I left work.
Yep.
So
Relocate.
How long was he in the video for? A minute?
we shot him.
There's a
We,
couple more.
It's a couple of clips. Like we had him sing. When I went to upload the video, it wouldn't let me put the part where he actually was talking because he did a drop for us. But I was able to only put that. He just said a couple of things, and we had him just hold up the sign. It took
How
like
long
maybe
did you spend with him?
5 minutes, maybe.
That's it.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
All right,
Yeah.
So the question is,
So you're gonna pay him about a minute?
I'm just
Whoa.
trying to figure out
Look
a
at that
number here.
tattoo on her arm.
What are you gonna give him? $10, $20? Like here you go. Here's a flat rate till we get what we want.
No, so you used 5 minutes of his
5
time.
minutes of his
so
time.
what is your number, Teresa? 5 minutes of time.
Can-
What's it
She
worth?
gotta think like that over.
No,
That's
Can I tell you
crazy.
that I'm torn between 2 numbers?
What are
Sure.
they?
Like I'm
Humor,
torn
humor.
between
Yeah,
$50
give us
and
some-
$100.
Jesus Christ.
I'll be in your video for $50.
Yeah.
It could be a sex tape.
Well, he's homeless, and
No, he's not.
He just said
60 grand.
60,000.
but
He
he lives
looks
on
homeless.
the street.
That don't mean he lives on the
doesn't
street.
live on the street. He stands in front of Target, and not in front of puddles enough. By the way, I fucking can't stand him.
By any means,
not-
he is one
Does
of the
he have a home?
He is the
Yes.
smartest
He should be.
motherfucker
He's
in
good.
this area.
You know what's
Got a
crazy?
house?
After the
I don't
video,
know.
well, not the video. I ran into him
homeless,
maybe a month or two after the video. No, the thing about it, he's actually done a lot of stuff in his life. Like people think, because not so much just
And in
that you
doing all
fell
that
on
stuff,
hard
he figured
times.
out how to not work and make 60
This
grand a
happens
year.
all the time in Florida. I mean, it's not unusual.
No,
You guys
it's
like
not.
people-
People
60
make
grand, stuff,
bread. I mean, you know,
Now, if he
I
only had a golden voice.
oh, like
Is
that
that
I have
dude.
a number.
Kraft macaroni.
Yeah.
I have a number. I have
Not
a
creepy at
number.
all.
Not at all.
What is it?
Let's hear it.
$6.
Nice.
Six. Okay, we
A
went
dollar
from 50
50.
You
a
went
minute.
from $100 to
$100 to
$6.
Yeah, I thought it was a really sad story, but
My-
he makes more money than most of us here, so I had to drop the rate.
All right. What
And he got more popular from the video
I'm
too.
a compassionate person. If somebody is
Like
in
he needed
need and they need food
Like
and money,
61.
like I will give them.
I need money. How much would you give me?
Yeah, but
We
you
can
don't look.
discuss
You
it.
don't like look
Well,
like
no,
he
I mean, I
does.
thought the guy
This
was
guy
like
purposely
starving.
doesn't shave to look.
I
the-
didn't
this
realize
way.
that
I don't
this was
shave
all
either.
enough.
What's the act?
I don't shave. I just got this perfect lineup by birth. Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'll make it a nice.
I lived under power lines.
Yeah.
I'll make a nice
I'm all
round
crispy.
number. I'll give him $10 for the whole shoot.
That's what he made. He got $10.
$10. All right.
He got more than I got. I didn't get nothing. I had to edit it. I had to take all his time. He did better than me.
How did he smell?
I don't really remember.
Then he wasn't.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was hot. It was summer. I don't really remember it. Like I said, and then also, like I said, we ate. We were in Wendy's hanging out one day. Like I said, a month or two after the video, and you know, he had everybody usually has a pretty good story. I have kids. I move back and forth. You know, like I said, people fall on hard times, and a lot of times
Story
people
was
look
I'm
down.
addicted to masturbating, and I got caught 3 jobs, and now I'm here, and I make 60 grand a year. No masturbation. That was his story. It was totally
He said I got caught at
Damn
3 jobs.
right.
Not one. Like after the first, I'm like, you know, I can't be doing
He's
this at work no
addicted.
more.
He's addicted.
Addicted.
You know, he's
Get
gonna
it?
join freaking addicted. He's gonna join fucking Josh Duggar. Did you
And
hear
John.
Josh fucking Duggar?
What do you do now?
don't care about that guy.
He was found. His name was on Ashley Madison,
Yep.
our non-official sponsor.
Yep.
And went into rehab. I believe it was today for sex addiction because he was hiring a porn star, and even by porn star standards, she said she got railed very roughly.
Jesus
To
Christ.
paraphrase. To paraphrase.
Who was the
Wow.
porn star? Did they say?
No, I don't
No,
know.
but still,
they
I mean-
might have, but
Yeah, good for him. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's like a Christian, fucking telling everybody what to do. And
yeah,
God,
my
he's swinging-
sister wouldn't let me do this, so I'm fucking doing this, and I'm paying for
and
it.
he's swinging some angry pipe. Good
Yeah,
for him.
yeah. Yep, it is.
That's
So-
nice.
I
I'm
never knew.
angry
I
at
never.
my
I never
dad.
knew the interview would actually be about the homeless guy from the video.
Yeah, see.
That's
Oh,
when
yeah.
you know people are just
Yeah,
like.
Willie?
you know, I got one quote that I want to segue into all this, and then we can play some more Willie.
Segues.
So this would have been like a good quote if things were going bad with this homeless gentleman to try to convince him.
Okay.
Well, not a quote, but if you walk up to a random person and say, "I wish you nothing but peace and success," see the response. Why do we hate each other?
Why did I say that?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Not why did you say that? That is a very strong statement.
Okay.
That
Sounds pretty accurate.
it is.
Yeah,
say hi to
it is a
somebody in New
power.
York City.
Yeah,
New York
exactly.
City, go,
It
"Hello."
is a powerful statement.
The-
I mean, I don't want to bring it up because it's
Say
been
hi
in
to
the
someone
news
down the
all day
street.
today. But the news reporters that
I
got
call the N-word.
shot by a colleague,
yeah.
you know,
It's true.
regardless of what has been speculated on, once they said she said against this potentially gay black news reporter. That's the last story I heard. Like, why do we hate each other? Like, who cares if they said that? Which
The thing
it
is,
doesn't matter if they did or not.
you wanted me to answer why.
No, but you can speak your mind, man.
The reason I had came up with that is because when you look at the South and you look at other places, people wonder why New York, like, we're supposed to be the top, but we're the most separate. So the problem with that is, like, I just put out an album. If I lived in the South with the people that I know, the grinding that I do, I would have sold thousands of units. When you look at Troy Ave, for instance, he's an artist from Brooklyn. Are you guys familiar with?
Mhm.
He sold about his first 3 days or whatever. He sold 5,000. Now he had like the biggest artists behind him. Everybody was on his album. He had the hottest records, but they made a bigger deal for the amount of units that he moved. So the problem is if you're the top artist from New York, why you're not selling units? Because we don't support each other. Down there, you can drive around and sell 100,000 units out your trunk. Here is more or less like when I with my album, I give people the options more or less like
and I can answer the question on why that is when you're done.
all right. And the thing with this album is like my thing is like just to say, you know, here's a couple of dollars because I know you grinded all these years. I know you have a really good quality project. I support other artists regardless. Like if I just met them, they out there like this is my CD, whatever. Like I'm gonna support their music, but we're so used to getting everything for free. People download movies, they download albums.
The one word that I wrote down so I wouldn't forget it is the amount of population that is in the northeast region of the country.
Yeah.
Versus the southeast region of the country. I mean, it definitely fluctuates. Is the amount of people that have access or the means or the want for the internet.
Yes.
Better internet up here.
Absolutely. Yeah, you go down there, you don't have the internet that I got. Holy shit! Like I got stupid fast internet.
But it's not. But the thing about it is, like I said,
their internet is dumb.
No. But the thing
That's
about
what he's talking about.
the thing about like when you take artists, for instance, if an artist, you know, been in the game for 10, 20 years, like I'll go to the store, I'll still buy it. It's available to download. You might download it, listen to it a couple of times, but you want to actually go to the store to say, I support this artist. You want the physical, you want to see who produced it, where it was recorded.
Back in the day, I was on that bandwagon. I was buying CDs. I'm a big fan of Nine Inch Nails, and at one time, you know, I mean, they had like 25, 30 CDs. You know, I owned them
all of them. Yeah.
And then the internet kind of happened.
Cheech and Chong albums had rolling papers.
Yeah.
If it's not available at the store, I can understand you want to get your hands on it. But if it's
a lot of the stuff I have wasn't available at the store.
Yeah, so that's kind of a because and it also too the quality of the music is not always that good. Yeah. So if you don't have a tight album from start to finish, I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'm just being honest. But if it's a tight, like if it's like a Nas, Jay's albums are usually pretty good. Camp Low I like a lot. The Legion, their group from the 90s that I just went to the video shoot. Certain artists, like I said, they have strong material, so you're gonna go support it. Yeah. And like I said, the South is just different like that. New York is, we don't really support each other. Yeah.
We're uptight. It's the weather.
Well, the South
it's not warm enough long enough for assholes to unpucker.
I was going to say that the South doesn't have any FYEs. I was in Rotterdam Square Mall on Sunday and went, holy shit, that's a store that sells CDs. Holy.
I can't believe Rotterdam Mall's still open.
No, that place is about to blow.
I used to work at Trusco.
I used to work at freaking Spencer's.
What year?
98, 99.
I moved up here 2001. I used to work at Trusco when it was on the other side of the mall. Had the little.
The Spencer's used to be right by Sears.
Yeah,
so Trusco. That was my bag.
You used to bring that bag, that little blue bag with the little lock on it.
Yep.
I used to sell mixtapes out of Trusco. I sold 100 mixtapes every time I dropped. People would come like it was a store.
Oh, shit.
Yo, you got the new mixtape? Like. It's right here.
I do.
I made more money from selling mixtapes than I made at work.
Wow. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And at a bank, they allowed that. That's different times.
No. They didn't allow it.
But they didn't say no.
As long as my money came up the way it was supposed to, they didn't bother me. We didn't keep a manager long enough. They didn't keep a manager. Remember, Rotterdam Square Mall was really popping back then. There was so many stores, and it was now it's just I don't even, like you said, I don't know why it's even open.
That's what I'm saying. Rotterdam Square Mall is about to blow up for two reasons. Reason one, casino.
Yeah,
it's the closest mall that's going to be to a casino.
Coco Beware was there a few weeks ago.
Coco Beware.
Yeah,
there was three of them. Coco Beware and shit. I just saw the
other wrestlers.
Yeah,
I was there.
The other two were like, man, but Coco Beware was there. Did he have the bird?
No. He had a chick with him.
Well, I guess a bird, but
Yeah.
The bird died in steroids.
but Ryder Scrimmall's getting an aquarium. We're getting a casino and an aquarium within the same year.
That's gonna be the saddest, shittiest.
I know.
It's gonna be just filled with river fish.
Yeah.
Those boring brown
No,
things.
yeah, I mean,
It's a trick, honey. Dolphins always float like that. It's a trick.
I don't think an aquarium.
Yes.
I don't think an aquarium is really a good. Like, it's gonna be something people go to once and just like
it doesn't matter. It's going to be a rotating thing. People will flock. Ever been to the
They will
Boston,
flock.
the Boston Aquarium?
Nah.
The Boston Aquarium is a huge deal.
It's also
Okay.
not
I
in
mean-
Rotterdam Square Mall.
Right, but it's in Boston, so it gets a gigantic portion. This place is going to get a very small portion, but people are going to go to the casino and travel from out of state. And yes, addicted gamblers.
We should
do
get a
have-
water park.
Well,
They should build a
let's-
water park or
George.
something.
Just
You
use
like
Mohawk.
George's too.
Yeah, there's one at Great Escape.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, that's
two.
50 miles
Water
away.
slide.
We need a White Castle.
We
Oh,
just got a
shit.
fucking Sonic. How can you be
That's
bitching?
not White Castle.
How can you bitch though? We just
I haven't
got
had Sonic yet, but White Castle is popping.
Sonic is pretty good. You'll have one burger and then it's like 9 White Castles.
Reed says
I'm 4 times bigger than you. I might need 4 burgers.
I tried going in DJ250 equation terms, but
Nah, I don't really eat that much. I really don't. I was born like that.
That was more like, that's like me saying I'm not addicted to Coke. I just like the way it smells.
You were born like that. The doctor must have been like, all right, I see the feet.
That's a big
Holy
baby.
shit.
Trust me, the research team saw pictures of you as a kid. You weren't that big.
That's what I'm saying. I was like
You weren't.
Teresa
That,
size.
yeah, you weren't that big.
Really?
He was a
Yeah.
legume.
Yeah, he was a legume.
You little peanut. No, new money.
No. I'm not a peanut.
So we're,
I have a tattoo.
Yeah, we see.
still there. So we're gonna break this back into Jefferson's worst nightmare.
My
Willie
failure on
D.
my mediocrity on the basketball court.
Oh, 250.
Yo, I actually fell right there while I was playing by the rocks. The corners brought us. Like currency bobbed me in the kitchen with the pot.
This song?
The guy that used to kick his ass.
Want to be a part of me.
He is really good.
Dead or in jail, and how my city going to acknowledge me. Skinnex where I live. Made it big. Growing up, ain't have not a range cost the crib. You got a range, baby?
He looks like a nice. He's got smiling eyes.
I was just like, right now he's got the swoop thing going on.
No, he looks like a
That was really good.
pleasant guy. He doesn't look like
Do you recognize him? I didn't either. Where'd you find him?
R.I.P. to Uncle D. He passed in March. Yeah.
What's his name?
Uncle
Oh,
D.
wait, what's his? What's his?
This is Will playing in Bulgaria.
There you go. Here's your boy. I wondered why this was here. This is awesome.
Now it all makes
Look,
sense.
look, the half court shot, the half court shot.
Oh,
Oh, Billy D,
He
Billy
just wanted to make
D.
you feel bad, Jefferson. That was it.
oh, mission accomplished.
One day I'm gonna be rapping and Humpy gonna remember me dunking on his
Is that the
head.
guy Willie D. Dunkaroo?
Who's the peanut now, Jefferson?
That was so awesome.
He gave
Yeah,
me a
you-
black eye. Now he rhymes.
Watch the end of the video. I'm like, why is there random basketball? It's good, but why is there basketball at the end? Like,
See,
much
That's
pride,
a great
I-
story.
see, the thing about it was, for people from Skinneck, they know who Will is.
Hell yeah.
But when it comes to other places, like it was just to show, like I said, the rhyme when I rhymed, I was talking about growing up from a kid, how we made it into something, and then being that he's a ball player from the area, to show that you could be from Skinneck or wherever you from, and then make it to overseas. So when we shot the footage, he said, how you gonna add the kung fu suit and da-da? And I was like, once I get all the footage, I'll look at it and figure it out. So I didn't even know I was gonna
if you play
add
basketball and rap, I'll worry about the rest.
yeah. So the thing is, I didn't even know I was gonna add the basketball till the end for people to know that he's actually a ball player, to show,
Yeah.
that's what he made it to. So that's what the story is about.
I just hope he never gets in like any trouble at a club or anything stupid like that.
Nah, he
And
don't-
then TMZ finds Jefferson. And they interview him. He's like, he was a dick in high school. He beat me at basketball.
He used to bounce the ball off my head before he dunked it. What a dick.
Fucking globetrotter.
Asshole. Yeah, he went between my legs. He pushed me with the balls twice. What a dick.
There was one other game where it was only him and another guy showed up for his team. The rest, they had to forfeit the game. They just used 3 kids from the younger team, and they still fucking won.
TMZ.
Oh, God.
Nah, Willie gonna get in no trouble. He's not. He's been overseas for like 10 years.
Given a speeding ticket.
Nah, he don't get into
How
no.
this happened
And they find him somehow.
is what I love.
That's what I mean. Like somehow it's like the degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, and they
how
get-
this
they get to
happened
him.
is what I love about this show.
He's gonna be. I
Stuff
can't
like this
believe they
happens all the
picked
time.
3 kids from the side and they still won.
They'll whoop my ass. My big toe stubbed by a 4-year-old.
Unbelievable.
Nah, actually, I don't want to cut you off, but what he does in the summertime, I usually coach in the summer. He has a summer league at Jerry Burrell. It's been going on for probably over 10 years in the summertime. So when he comes to visit here in the summer, he does a program with his father, and they play ball with kids for like the 2 months, do a championship, and then he goes back overseas. So he's going to be playing for a few more years.
Nice.
Still dunking on kids.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a 1-on-1 before you leave. Yo, Will, I went to this interview. He was talking shit about you. He said he's ready for that 1-on-1. He's been practicing.
So I wanted to call him. Like, yo,
Oh man.
let's make this happen.
If we get a chance, I do want to go into one more video. If y'all get a chance, it's kind of hot. It's actually the one right there on the bottom.
Hey,
How many ways?
keep that in mind. This guy answered. What's going on? I was trying to call that guy that called us before last week's show when I didn't have Skype working. The preppy looking dude. Didn't see him. It happened. Didn't. Okay. Fine.
Yo, that is hilarious.
All right. This one different.
Yeah.
All right. We can get
This is like a little movie right here.
How many people are we gonna know in this one?
Should be. You gotta watch it and see. The next video is gonna have Teresa like that.
Her father will be like, no.
Yeah, he'd be like, more lipstick.
What's with those heels?
This was my Woody Allen style with the birds chirping in the background. Y'all know him?
Yeah. Well, he looks like Jerry Benaro. Jen, I couldn't read that fast though.
Yeah, this is the remix right here.
Is there sound?
Yeah, no. It's the movie intro.
Yeah. I was like, it's working.
There we go.
Whenever you get into a relationship,
Don't fuck it up.
Make sure you dig the whole deep.
phases when everything is
Folks have
beautiful,
good news.
you think this is the one. You want to put that ring on her finger.
My son asked me, could I get back up when I kneel down? Yo, my son, I gotta bring my son up here. Now look.
You always scream where you been, where you going. I'm tired of this.
I know that we together, you be on some.
I know in the past I got caught in the mix, but we gotta move on.
This one of my relationships are really like, bam.
Is that really your
She
girlfriend?
slapped me in the face. Nah.
And every time I think of it, I just wake up and I
Good, 'cause I'd be like, no wonder she's because you recorded everything.
When I really think about it, I don't want to break up. So we gotta sit down
And come up with a solution, cause I'm tired. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Bitch. Really get mad if I go get a new one, so I'm gonna stay with you, stay with you, stay with you.
How many ways can the man say he love you?
Don't go halves on anything.
How many days can I stay fighting with you?
Sorry, that's just my voice.
How many days can a man say he love you?
My baby mother inspired this shot.
How many days can I stay fighting
Oh,
with
gee.
She had all my shit on the back porch like we was having a garage sale.
How many days can I stay fighting with you?
It's like every time I
Facebook.
on Facebook, we beefing again.
Those girls that you talk to ain't really your friends. You wanna badmouth me to all of them, then feel some kind of way when you with me at the end. But you gotta let it go like the saying goes.
And if it come back, I guess you know.
And through everything, we still on the phone. So
Look at this part.
move on just so we can grow. How many
I love you, girl. Pop. Look.
Man, straight you in the head.
Mush.
How many ways can a man say love you?
How many times were the police called during the Like, I was just thinking, like, if I was an observer, like, down by the stockade, I think you guys were down there, somebody like filming, like, the first take, and I'd be on the phone with Therese and just be like,
see, this is promoting. You got to leave when you get slapped up a couple of times because Schenectady police don't play.
A couple of times? A couple. Yeah, you got it. I just be talking on the phone with somebody, like, oh my gosh, you walked back. They're doing the same thing again. So they're recording it. Oh,
DJ250.
No, I'm gonna let
5 minutes later. 5
Sure.
minutes later.
Here we go.
Ring a ding.
I like that, right?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Guess what I just did?
My pussy moist. Tigger's like, yo.
Slapping him makes me wet.
I can't actually remember the guy's
He's
name.
from Rotterdam.
He looks like a celebrity though.
Nah, he's a model for Polo, and he was on American Idol a few years ago.
Maybe that's what it is.
Can I?
He sings for he sings for Grand Central Station, the group the band
Oh, really?
from the area.
What's his
Here we
name?
go, Henry.
They both have really big moles on their face.
Oh,
I have a thing about
look,
those.
you know what my son said? He said those are definitely not your clothes. It's something people don't really notice, but he said it's not enough material.
Oh, damn, she just threw your clothes out. She's
Somebody's clothes.
Like, she's like, I'm going to go fuck now.
Son sounds like a fucking smartass.
Yo, he's crazy.
Oh, he sounds
Y'all called him a few weeks ago. I said, I had asked him about. I was like, yo, this chick is getting on my nerves. He said, you've been going through this bullshit for 40 years. What the fuck you calling me for? Yo, I started
How old
rolling.
is your son?
16.
He is funny.
Yo,
You got to have
he's-
him on the show.
He has to come up. He's hilarious.
She's a trollop.
A what?
Trollop.
I wanted
We
to
have
ask what
live
that
on the
means.
line, Trollop.
It's
That's
a
a-
1920s term for loose woman. What, you didn't make it through the Depression? Let's go flap.
That's what they called the thought back in the days. A trollop. Fucking trollop.
It's more like from the late 1800s, actually, but
They used to call slaves that.
Strumpet. Yeah,
strumpet.
let's go later into the 1800s than that. 90s at least.
You're not helping your case.
Yeah. Thanks, Aunt Teresa.
Back when we
Appreciate
used to
everything you do.
So what's the feedback on that record?
1863. What a wonderful year.
Some hot beats going. Some Sean Reid getting bitch slapped.
You got bitch slapped multiple times.
Every day I come to work, the students are like, yo, she slapped the shit out you, Mr. Reed. Yo, my
And if you
students.
don't
Like
listen
a
to what
meme,
I
like
say,
a-
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, boy.
It's crazy how much kids know how like kids are so brilliant. They Google stuff. My kids call me, Dad, I Googled you, you're famous. I'm like, you must have been really bored.
Yeah.
Really bored.
Doesn't take
So what's the feedback? What you guys
I
think?
like it.
popping
I
beats,
like it.
man. Popping beats.
That was actually
Beats.
that was a remix. My man Sean, Upstate Instrumentals, had did a remix for it. I had did an original version with a singer on it. She was cursing me out, but it wouldn't have really matched with the
Why
song.
didn't they actually meet? Like, she was in the video. She's going to see him. He's on the phone, right? But they didn't actually.
Yeah.
They
No,
didn't actually meet, which is like the real rub it in.
no. The thing about
He's
it
a
was
male model.
I
He's
didn't-
too expensive.
the thing about it is I didn't come up with that part till after we I had enough beef footage when she was conversating with me on the phone, and then I said, well, maybe it'll make more sense to have her conversating with someone else to show that usually when women are real jealous and insecure, they usually have somebody else. So it was supposed to be, she was insecure. She wanted to go through all of that is a real is a true story. Most of my love stuff is shit I went through. So most of that stuff made sense. And then I said, let me add him to it. And then it's for the person watching to wonder exactly what was the conversation.
I gotta say, that's kind of brilliant. Like, when I was sitting there, and like, if I was like sad or whatever, I'm writing these things and I'm talking about my life experiences, it would never occur to me to go, you know what?
I didn't even write it.
You lived it. So you live there, but you're saying that you're putting it down, you're documenting it in a way that other people can see it other than you telling them.
Yeah.
And the last thing that would occur to me is, I need a male model in this.
Yo,
Rotterdam.
And the funny
I need
thing,
a sexy motherfucker.
And the funny thing is, some of like my students, they be like, "Oh, Mr. Reid, she upgraded. He's fine." So everybody, like, the reason why I'm glad that I was able to get response from most of the people that saw it is because they'll give you your take. Like, I spoke to this one girl from Facebook. She was like, "Oh, you were supposed to stay, so she had to call somebody else." I'm like, that's not even what the story was about. Like, this is how crazy some.
Pay attention.
Yeah, you're getting slapped. You gotta go.
Yeah, and this is upstate, so it's not in the city. They'll say, somebody got to leave the house
all the time.
Yeah.
The cops show up.
The rules are different in different places.
Yeah, so it was one of those things. Like, it also promoted as well. Like, a lot of the times you just have to kind of leave the situation and just kind of walk away. Yes.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
So that's why it made a lot of sense. And the funny thing about that song
if
is,
any chick ever hits you again, just be like, you gotta hit me twice if you want me full hard.
he got me sounding like a battered housewife.
I only get chubby off of one.
But the funny thing about it was, I was taking a nap and I heard the sample from the original, and I don't really write songs. I more or less have the thoughts and ideas. So I went and I finished that song in like 10 minutes because the idea is already there. Like, you go through Facebook, you got your friends pumping stuff into your head, and so it's like the ideas are already there. You just lay it down, so it came out pretty good.
Just right off the top.
Doing it live
For the most part, writing is too. When me and Will wrote that song, it took us like 4 or 5 hours of just sitting there. Yeah. I could finish a verse in 5-10 minutes just from ideas that I have, and I just put them together. But writing, it takes me way too long. So on the whole album, I wrote like 2 or 3
how
verses.
Do you do your comedy? Do you write everything word for word, or you kind of write a word down and just go from there?
Now, the thing with comedy, the reason why at first it seemed like something that was pretty hard to do is comedy is one of those things. Like, I've always been a host anyway, so I always had jokes, and DJing, you could also throw jokes in. Yeah. Being a comedian is a lot harder because you have to actually, people are looking for jokes.
Goddamn
so
right it is.
So when you do the live improv, it's more or less like, if you don't get a good response from your audience, then I have nothing to say. If I look around, you look around, you say something.
And a DJ event, all you have to do is say, "How you doing?"
Well, I mean, just
to start the mindset.
You have to get people really amped up. And the thing about it is, being my size, I can joke with people and not really feel threatened like it's gonna be a problem, because it's like, you could say something funny, is like, not, and I never come off disrespectful, so it's all all in good.
There we go.
It's all in good favor.
Threw it in there.
Yo, this interview is totally different. Yeah, I can't believe y'all got on the. Yo, this is hilarious.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
We've known each other. This is where we didn't get into. You and I have known each other for at least 5 years now.
Yeah.
And any basketball diaries?
I used to work.
I'm nice. No. I'm nice.
I'm 6'3", 200 pounds.
I'm 350.
I can dunk over you.
Nah.
Over
My ball skills are crazy. Yeah, I'm nice.
That's awesome.
I suck ass.
I just got that.
Yo, he was talking like he was nice.
Yeah, no, I suck ass. I'm the worst basketball player ever.
Yo, we should tape us playing ball. Me and Teresa against Teresa, the kid from the park against y'all.
There you go.
Now, I hated basketball in high school gym.
I'll do all the work. I
was
to be your point guard.
That was the worst. All
right, picks. Just stand in the way.
I can't even dribble a ball.
Can you dribble balls? Just my ex-husband's.
Oh, that's
wow.
She used to masturbate next to him.
So fucking mean. I love it.
I get to write on the paper one point.
Red.
It doesn't happen often. Then I get to write 1 point on the page. 1 point.
I have a secret love for Teresa, if y'all didn't know by now.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I did.
She did try to seduce me on the way here. I wasn't gonna tell nobody.
Yeah, it was
That's all right.
with all that Stewart's tortilla talk.
Well, you know what? I saved $250.
Really?
Hey,
Consider that a
you say
victory.
250. DJ250 Sean Reid.
I always pop up
Thank
somewhere.
you so much for being here. I'm glad this interview did not go at all the way you thought it would go. That makes me and the research team very, very happy to put a smile on your face, make you laugh, bring up things that you didn't think that were going to be brought up on this show because he didn't really have a clue on what he was walking into.
I really did. I
Not a
have
clue.
no fucking clue.
That makes it awesome. Thank you again for being here. Team 250,
Good dude.
250
Good dude.
Entertainment. And you know, there was many things that I wanted to get into. Your boy Krill, you know, I wanted to just get into him just because.
You want me to bring him up here?
No, just because his name is Krill.
Nah, he got to come up. He's fucking off the chain.
Hey, we already have a tattoo. We already have a show tattoo artist. I don't want to go. We've had tattoos done here live on the show.
Oh, word?
Word.
Which artist?
Very close to. I don't know. He's not an artist.
Ronaldo.
Roberto. His name is Roberto. I've
I
known him
was
for
saying
about.
Ronaldo. I wanted to get way off.
You're way off here. That's close. Roberto, it doesn't even matter. Known the guy for 20 years. He's done all my tattoos. I don't have one. And she looks down at my tattoo.
She's looking at your
She's like,
piece.
She's like, wait,
What?
you have one on your junk. I've seen it. No, you haven't. It's on my leg. Anyway, I just saw a friend named Krill and went, wow, I don't have any friends named Krill.
He did stand up.
Krill is like a teeny tiny little strip.
He did stand up like 2
Blue
weeks
whale.
I
ago.
was not there. I must have
Oh,
missed
you
that.
missed it.
I
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
that.
He's-
That makes him, man. Now we're even talking. Now maybe I may entertain that idea.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Krill. Tattoos by Krill. 370, 4 numbers I don't remember. Area code 518. Because he had
Just
a big.
give him my number. I don't give a shit.
Just 4 random numbers out there at the end. But again, Sean, thank you so much for coming. It's been great seeing you, man. We've known each other for at least 5 years. We met each other at the Backstage Pub. We reunited at the Backstage Pub 5 years later. It was like, I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking DJ250. I haven't seen him in.
We haven't had a place to like no
Yeah.
open mics or nothing.
Yeah,
It was
nothing's
just
been- Joe Green's been making it happen.
yeah.
Opening up the places that were staples in the area and creating some new ones that aren't that far away, such as
The Horses Lounge, 512 Cologne Street out Sunday night. Time is 8 o'clock. Showtime starts at 8:30. Very friendly, clad, sportive environment. And be there, or you're a fucking bitch.
that's the best segue Joe and I have ever had. He was right there for it. It was epic.
And at the Backstage Pub behind Proctor's on Monday night. You fucking dick.
Yeah, I know
You
Jefferson
totally
right
screwed
there.
the time, and my rhythm got all
Pub.
fucked up.
So when is this, Mike?
The Backstage Pub Monday night, 8 o'clock, 8:30. So you still fucked me up. You got me.
Yeah,
God damn
just
it.
moving.
It's on Monday
I'm
night. It's,
afraid.
you guys know when it is.
Thank you, Joe Green. Any other shows coming up? Just the open mics.
Nah, I'm gonna be down in New York City acting like a hoodlum this week, and
I'm jealous.
that's it.
Jefferson, what do you got, man?
Nothing. I'll be back here next week.
There you go. Don't ever say nothing. Don't ever say nothing. So you're gonna be where?
Right here.
City Mission.
I'm gonna poke this
I'm
fucking.
not doing anything.
There you go. Right here, Pipe Dream. Teresa, darling.
I'm gonna be here. It's gonna be Labor Day weekend.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
gonna be our
scary.
Labor Day.
That fucking
spectacular
sucks
show.
So many balls.
So we're gonna
So
make it
many
count.
balls.
We're gonna
I would
celebrate
like
the
to
end of summer.
I would like to compliment 3D on his self-control and the relatable voice tonight.
Yes. Joe noticed. Joe noticed. Holy
No,
shit.
Nick noticed too. I've been waiting for Joe to say something all night.
The control of this guy is immense. Yes, he floated in and out a little bit, but the control.
I wanted to see how long he could keep it up before he was like, "Yo, brother," and just embarrass the race. All of it.
So great. So great. The whole time leading up to the show, I was waiting for it.
Oh my God.
That is so awesome. So fucking awesome.
It's funny because you do it and I sound like the racist when they talk about it.
Right,
It's
you know.
not fair.
That's awesome. I got that shit on lock. Unlock. Thank you all for listening. This has been Pipe Dream on the Comedypipe Radio Network. My friends call me 3D. And unfortunately, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will not hear Ethan Ullman, Alternative to Sleeping, as it was his last show. But again, thank you to Ethan Ullman for all of his years putting into Alternative to Sleeping and Comeypipe, and being just a darn good friend of mine
Just
in this
a good
industry.
egg.
He is
This
a
was
damn
lot
good
of
egg.
fun.
Good dude. Good dude.
I've known him for probably 5-6 years as well. He's the communication director of Comedypipe. I wish him well on all of his endeavors, and thank you again for the Dr. Demento bumps. Them are fucking awesome.
Much love, Ethan.
Much love. But make sure to stay tuned for
I
all
would
the
like to point out
podcasts.
that he's not dead.
Not dead.
It sounded like it.
No, it's
You
like a
just
eulogy.
can't hear
Like, did he
him.
pass
Yeah,
away?
Did I make a good googly for him?
You Google it.
He probably like, did I die?
He did not die. He is just not going to be on tomorrow.
He's alive and well.
But make sure to stay tuned for all the podcasts that are live on the Comedypipe Network, the HV Funny Podcast, the What You Got Podcast, the Indian Bohemian God Podcast, and the Loose News Motherfucking Podcast. Sean Reid, thank you again for being on the show. I hope to see you.
Could I tell him where to get the album?
Get the album. Why didn't we do that?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, is the show almost over?
DJ250, Sean Reid.
Datpiff.com. Sean Reid at datpiff.com, or DJ250 presents Sean Reid, or just type in DJ250 when you go to Datpiff and it'll come right up. I have other mixtapes. Love a little bit
like
of
a whole nother language.
DATPIFF.com.
Datpiff.
Dat, you don't know what Datpiff is? It
No.
means that weed. That weed. Piff.
No.
Piff is like a scent of weed.
What Piff is a scent of weed?
That's a name that they have for
Yo,
it.
man, that's
Down in the city, baby.
Y'all never heard of Dat Piff?
I'm gonna get my relatable voice at the end of the show and be like, "Yo, that's on fleek, yo, that's on fleek."
I'll send you some.
Just don't.
Can I
Datpiff.
please have a translation?
DATPIFF.com.
Dat Piff.
They have an app too.
Somebody
Yeah,
say
you can
that
get it
into
right from
Google
your
Translate
phone.
for me.
Or you could buy physical. Some people buy physical copies. Some people download it to their phones,
Shit,
download it and
or
burn it.
at Trustco Bank. Show man, Sean Reid. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Pipe Dream on the Comedypipe Radio Network. We will see you next week.
Yeah, he said you can get it from I know, you know what's funny? The thing is, when you have conversations with your friends, you'll conversate about shit that nobody else think about, and you have a long, drawn out conversation on something crazy. Yo, that was crazy.
Yeah, we went up in Rotterdam Square. It was fun.